me to see something that I've never seen before. Can I help me bring light to people in this YouTube live? Or they only answer any questions that they have. Lord, I pray this in your name. Amen. So, in this live stream, I'm just going to be reading my Bible. If you want to follow along, I'm reading the King James Version, and I'm in Jeremiah 15. And I have my notebook ready, my Bible pens, my highlighters, all that ready. So, before I get started, I want to elaborate. From the beginning of Jeremiah to where I'm at now, God was basically telling Jeremiah to quit praying for the Israelites because their destruction was coming. And even though God told him to stop praying for them and to stop praying for mercy, Jeremiah still kept going. Let me see. I'm good, y'all. Sorry, you know what? I could do this. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll join the live stream. Why's my chat keep disappearing? Hey, y'all. Give me 1 second, and I can join the live stream. And be able to see y'all's questions. Yeah, I'm good. We're going to be in Jeremiah 15. And like I said, I want to elaborate that, like I said, God was telling Jeremiah to stop praying for mercy upon the Israelites. And Jeremiah, God was also telling Jeremiah stuff to tell the Israelites. And what in the world? But without further ado, I'm going to start reading. And like I said, I'm in King James Version. I don't know what version y'all are using. Let's see. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord: the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, my bad, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. So basically, God is telling Jeremiah to tell the people that your destruction is coming whether you like it or not. And I will cause them to be removed into all kingdoms of the earth because of Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah, king of Judah, for that which he did in Jerusalem. Now I'll say this too. The Lord, the children of Israel were half-heartedly repenting to God. And God gave them chance after chance after chance to repent wholeheartedly, and they never did it. And so God finally got fed up. And in this chapter, we can see that God is telling Jeremiah again that their destruction is coming whether they like it or not. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to write some notes. And I'll say this. If you have any questions, go for it. Put them in the chat and I'll answer them as best as I can. Let me text a friend of mine real quick. Okay. And I'm going back to reading, and I'll be in chapter, what in the world? Chapter 15 and verse 5. For what shall have pity upon thee? No, I'm sorry. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or what shall go aside to ask how thou doest? I keep saying what when it's who. Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord. Thou art gone backward. Therefore I will stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting. So basically, what God is saying here, or what God is telling Jeremiah here, when he says, I am weary with repenting, God is basically telling him that I am tired of their half-hearted sorries, tired of their half-hearted listening. So, I'm kind of curious on how this is going to go. Verse 7. And I will fan them with a fan in the gates. I will fan them with a fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people, since they return not from their ways. Their widows are increased to me above the sand of the seas. I have brought upon them against the mother of the young men a spoiler at noonday. I have caused him to fall upon it suddenly, and terrors upon the city. She that hath borne 7 languisheth. She hath given up the ghost. Her son is gone down. While it was yet day, she hath been ashamed and confounded, and the residue of them will I deliver to the sword before their enemies, saith the Lord. So basically, God is telling them what's about to happen, or telling Jeremiah what's about to happen to the children of Israel. Let's see. Verse 10. Woe is me, my mother, that thou hast borne me, a man of strife, and a man of contention to the whole earth. I have neither lent on usury, nor men have lent to me on usury, yet every one of them doth curse me. The Lord said, Verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. Shall iron break the northern iron and the steel? Thy substance and thy treasures will I give to the spoil without price, and that for all thy sins, even in all thy borders. And I will make thee to pass with thine enemies into a land which thou knowest not. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, which shall burn upon you. O Lord, thou knowest, remember me and visit me, and revenge me of my persecutors. Take me not away in thy long suffering. Know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke. Thy words were found, and I did eat them, and thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of mine heart. For I am called by the name, O Lord God of hosts. I sat not in the assembly of the mockers, nor rejoiced. I sat alone because of thy hand, for thou hast filled me with indignation. Why is my palm, why is my pain perpetual, and my wound incurable, which refuseth to be healed? Wilt thou be altogether unto me as a liar, and as waters that fall? Let me see. What is he saying? So this is Jeremiah talking back to God. So basically, Jeremiah is saying, "Don't kill me," pretty much. Right? Hmm. Therefore, verse 19. Therefore, thus saith the Lord: If thou return, then will I bring thee again, and thou shalt stand before me. And if thou take forth the precious from the vial, thou shalt be as my mouth. Let them return unto thee, but return not thou unto them. And I will make thee unto this people a fenced brazen wall, and they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, saith the Lord. And I will deliver thee out of the hand of the wicked, and I will redeem thee out of the hand of the terrible. What's up, bro? Reading the Bible, my man. So basically, God, right here in these two verses, God's telling Jeremiah, I got you, dude. This one's going to get interesting. Is where I'm going to be. And if you want to follow King James Version, and I'm in Jeremiah 16. I don't know how many I'm going to read today. I started in Jeremiah 15. Now I'm in 16. But if you have any questions, just put it down there in the chat. And I will try to answer them as best as I can when I see it. The word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning the mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, and for the beasts of the earth. For thus saith the Lord, Enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament nor bemoan them, for I have taken away my peace from this people, saith the Lord, even loving kindness and mercies. So basically, right there in those scriptures, God is reiterating His warning to the people of Israel that He said in chapter 15, in verse 3, where He said, And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. He's basically reiterating that promise, which it was a promise given to Jeremiah that, again, that their destruction was coming. Both the great and the small shall die in the land. They shall not be buried, neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning, to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting, to sit with them to eat and to drink. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes, and in your days, the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, the voice of the bride. The voice of the bridegroom. So the bridegroom is Jesus. And the bride is the church. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt shew this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, Wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Then shalt thou say unto them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every day one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye not your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. Wow. I'll say this: anytime the Lord was gonna destroy things, or there was gonna be destruction coming, God always gave a warning first, and He also made a way of escape. But in this case, the way of escape there is none, because he finally had their hearts hardened, and He finally said, "You know what? I'm done. Just let the destruction come." God basically told Jeremiah that you're not, no harm will come to you. So I don't know. Makes you think. Bye, guys.